Thanks for setting me up.
I beg your pardon?
Sent me out to the cottage at the same time that you have a hitman out there. Are you crazy? It's a wonder Scorpio didn't just go ahead and haul me in.
Are you finished?
No, I'm not finished. Katherine is barely back from the dead. But could you give everyone a few weeks to let the guard back down again? No, not Althea.
You know, you're really becoming a bore, Paul. If I wanted Katherine dead, she'd be dead by now. It was only a warning.
Who were you warning? Of what?
You and Katherine.
Me? Why me?
I just want to make you realize how easy it would be for me to plant a weapon in your car after Katherine's been killed. To weave a web to implicate you. Child's play.
I could do the same thing to you.
I'm scared to death. Would never even occur to you. Baby, this was just a friendly warning that if you try to leave me to go back to Katherine, you are going to become famous on little pictures on post office walls.
Don't you realize, if you have me arrested, I have just as much on you as you have on me?
Not if you're dead, you don't. It would just take an expert marksman seconds to aim and fire, and my friend is an expert.
Are you telling me that you would actually have me?
Oh, God, take off your jacket. You just look so uncomfortable. Just relax. I just want you to be careful and know who your best friend is.
That was succinct. What'd you find?
Well, we reverse-tracked the bullet trajectory and found trampled brush where the gunman apparently stood.
Oh, footprints, cigarette butts, what? Anything else?
Nothing. This guy apparently walked on leaves, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Real pro, Robert.
We covered the entire path from Paul DeVore's car to there and found nothing. But there are plenty of his footprints on the path straight up to the house.
See, I told you that Paul couldn't possibly be involved in any of this. Wait a minute, you two. What do you know that I don't here?
Why don't you tell her? Because you're good at that sort of thing.
All right. Katherine, there are a lot of unexplained angles to this case.
Sean, I respect your opinion. I know you're a good friend of Robert's, but you aren't a member of the police, are you?
No, I'm not a member of the police, but I happen to be a special agent for the World Security Bureau, and so was Robert at one time. And what I mean by unexplained angles, Katherine, is that there are times where cases crisscross one another, and we find ourselves working on the same case all along.
You've lost me completely here. Someone just tried to kill me. What does this have to do with the WSB?
You see,
Maybe
the case...
nothing, maybe something.
You see, the case I'm working on right now involves a map.
A map of what?
Now, if I knew the answer to that one, I'd have my case solved.
I still don't understand. What are you talking about?
In this envelope, there's an X-ray. An X-ray of a portrait of you that's hanging here in this cottage that was stolen from here. Now, a duplicate painting was left by the thief, a man by the name of Darius.
There's paintings, there's duplicate paintings, and there's X-rays, and there's spies and thieves. What does any of this have to do with me? Or with Paul?
Who gave you the painting?
Paul did?
Did he commission it?
Yes, he knows the art. We both know the artist. His name is Philippe Varnier. He lives in Paris, and he's got a very good reputation. Okay. How was Paul supposed to know that there was any kind of a map underneath that painting? I mean, the artists can get canvases from anywhere. I mean, they can be... Who knows how old that canvas could be?
Why would an artist do two identical paintings?
I don't know. I mean, why do old paintings and maps and everything, what does that have to do with people shooting at me in the night?
Look, Katherine, that's what we want to know. That's why we have to follow every lead.
I'm so tired of this whole thing. I just want...
You want a lift?
No, I'm too terrified to go back to the townhouse right now. Maybe I could check into, like, the Port Charles Police Department or something.
Well, I think you've already experienced our lodgings there. Look, what about Sean's place? Short term?
Short term, long term, doesn't make any difference to me. I sure want the Tiffany out.
It's a security high-rise.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Thank you. What about Mary? I mean, she's got to be worried sick if I don't come home.
I'll call her up and explain it all.
Okay.
Huh?
Let's go. Ready?
Come on.
Sure.
What time does that flight arrive?
And did you talk to Mary? And did she hear about the news?
Well, it hasn't broken on television yet.
Yeah, special handling.
Besides, we're low-keying it. Look, without going into detail,
Yeah,
If
first
you're
class.
okay, she's okay.
Yeah, I just can't stand upsetting her like this any more than I already have. Did you tell her that you're adding more security to the townhouse?
Mm-hmm. As I recall, her reaction was,
Okay.
it's about time it is, Commissioner. I was wondering when you'd be getting off your duff and doing something about
Just
it.
put that on my phone.
I promise, cross my heart.
She loved
Look,
you.
look. Right, until things get sorted out, I want you right here.
Okay.
Now, Sean and Tiffany have a big penthouse.
Right.
So got many rooms, lots of food. Their hospitality is so-so, but the good point about it is that there's 2 Mack trucks on the door down there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Together with a couple of Port Charles's finest.
No, that'll be fine.
Yeah, but there's no
Yeah,
piano.
thank you. That's all settled.
No.
Now I'll find out what Mr. Philippe Varny has to offer in the way of answers. I'm on the 6 a.m. flight to Paris.
All right.
You are going where? And with whom? And when do you think you're leaving?
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
Don't sweetheart me. You tell it to my lawyer.
Oh, no, wait. No, but
Don't you just
there
wait.
you go again. You're always spoiling my surprises. I planned on having your bags down here all packed, tickets on top, flowers, champagne, the whole works. Now, honey, do you really think that I would go to Paris without you?
Of course you would.
Oh, how can you say that?
How can I...
Now, when we were married, didn't I promise you a honeymoon?
Of course you promised me a honeymoon, and you've been wiggling out of it ever since.
And you know exactly why, because I've been up to my ears in a WSB case.
Well, is it over? Have you solved it?
No, not exactly.
Well?
But this is a honeymoon. This is not business. This is it, honey, a honeymoon. This is it. Right.
Well, it's about time. You know, I was about ready to have my passport bronze for posterity. When do we leave?
In exactly 6 hours and 40... No, I'll make that 45
6 hours? In what? What am I going to do with my hair? I'm going to Paris in 6 hours?
Honey, your hair looks
My
great.
hair
You
doesn't
look
look good.
absolutely
The greatest hairdresser you've
Oh, yeah,
ever
I'm
known in
sure
the world
she
in
does,
Paris.
really.
Right near the Georges Saint.
Oh, yeah?
You probably need this.
Yeah, listen, old buddy, I'm sorry about this, but nothing else I could do. I was caught.
Yeah, like a snail under the gardener's boot.
No, you just give me a little time. I'll convince Tiffany that she's got to stay here with Katherine. Besides, you can't do anything about that security until after my plane leaves, right?
You know, I don't think all the talk in the world's going to get you out of this one. She's even humming the French national anthem as we speak.
You know, I have never seen you two whispering ever in my entire life when it turned out to be good news for me. Now, what are you two hatching up?
Well, it all concerns a little incident that concerned Katherine early in the evening, which will necessitate him and me going down to a police headquarters.
No, very good idea.
Let's go.
We'll be
Yeah.
back. I'll be back.
What?
Just
I
pack.
thought we were
Look out
going to
of my
Paris.
train, will you?
I thought, what are you talking about? We're going to Paris. You told me we were going.
Bag, open every bag. That's all I need, sweetheart. And don't forget my documents.